Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trape up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trape up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. What's good, family? It's your boy Damon in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily. But guess what? We finna talk some debating. We got Matt. We got Marion. We got Matt. We got Ticket. Okay. Y'all know the topic. Who's the better guy for this team? Is it Onyeka? Is it Clint? Y'all know who we got up here. If y'all don't know how I go, but once again, let me shout out before we get started. Let me shout out Marion, because I got to give Marion his credit, because this is a dope idea, man. I like this. I like this. Shout out my boy Marion for coming up with this concept. Okay, so y'all know the rules. If you don't, let me explain it to you real quick. 30-minute show. Okay, 30 minutes. We stopping at 30 minutes. Okay. We might go into something after that, but at the 30-minute mark, the debate is over with. We'll talk about anything else if anybody want to stay on. So how's it going to go? We're going to start with Ticket. Ticket going to give a 1-minute opening statement. Then we're going to go to Matt, 1 minute. Then we'll go back to Ticket. He will make his argument on why his guy is the guy for the Hawks. They will go in 2-minute increments. Okay, I'm the timekeeper. You will see me come up here just to let them know when they're 30 seconds out. That's it, okay? I'm not in the debate. Chat, we got a poll up. The poll is up. Vote for who you think winning. One last thing. If you think Ticket or Matt is saying some BS, make sure you put them tomatoes in the chat so we know and that they know that it's bullshit what they talking about, okay? So let's get started. We're going to start with Ticket. with his 1 minute opening statement. Hold up, I got to set a timer because y'all know if I don't set a timer, I'll sit here and let people talk all day. Let me go and set the clock. And here we go. Mr. Ticket, it's on you, my guy.
Hey man, thanks for having me. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my job here today is to make sure that when we debate today, I want you guys to consider the facts. I don't want you to consider necessary feelings, emotions, stuff like that. My job today is to not bring you emotion, is to not bring you any trolling, is to bring you the facts. And the facts, I'm confident, are going to show that Clint Capella is the better guy for this team, the better player, the better whatever you want to call it, over Onyeka Okongwu. That's my job today, to show you guys why. Okay, I know there's a lot of Okongwu fans out there. There's some Okongwu detractors. Same with Clint. There's some Clint supporters like myself. There's some Clint detractors like other people. But just put all that to the side. Just look at this from an objective point of view and enjoy the debate. That's all I got.
I'm glad that Gerald mentioned facts, and let's get to the facts. The facts are that Onyeka Okongwu has been the better player than Clint Capella nearly since entering the league. He got in the league as a rookie. We went on the Eastern Conference Finals run. He garnered the nickname the Giannis Stopper at that point in the season, in the conference finals. Since that point, his play has been better than Clint Capella at every metric. You want to look at it quantitatively, as far as the numbers, the net rating, the team net rating is significantly higher than Onyeka Okongwu. He's yet to post a negative net rating as far as his contribution on the floor with the team. Also, his points per game as a starter is significantly higher than Clint Capella as a starter, particularly when he plays 25 plus minutes a game. The net rating with Jalen Johnson, our second best player on the team, is significantly higher than when Jalen shares that same front court with Clint Capella. Furthermore, you look at the way that Onyeka Okongwu is able to multiply the other guys around him with his quick decision making, his passing, his ability to switch on defense. It amplifies the other players on the team.
All right, and that's Matt. So what we're gonna do is, how we gonna do it? We're gonna have both y'all up here. Okay, I'm a golf screen. I'm only gonna, once you see me pop up, whoever talking, you already know what I'm gonna say. You got 30 seconds. Okay. 2 minutes between each person. Let's try not to ask each other questions, because then that's gonna cause for a response, which is then gonna take away from your time. You know what I'm saying? Any questions you have, let's say them toward the end, and we'll knock that part out. Okay. So on that, the 2 minutes begin for Ticket. Let's go.
All right, Matt, glad to have you on here. My first main point: no matter how talented a guy is, no matter how much a guy can shoot, no matter how many positions he can guard, if you are not on the floor because you're injured or you're not available to present those things on the floor, it's all for naught. The best ability is availability. I'm telling y'all that as a coach, anybody else that coaches, if you got a star player on the floor that's on your team and his ass can't play, it don't mean nothing. Just some stats. Just the last 2 seasons. Last season, Onyeka Okongwu played 55 games. That is almost a third of the season. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. This season he's played 31 out of 38 games on a slightly better pace, but that's still not healthy enough for me. Clint actually has been, I wouldn't call him an Iron Man, but I'll probably put him a step below that. Last season, he played 73 games. And this season, he hasn't missed a game at all. So I know when he first got to Atlanta, he missed a little time, but lately he's been perfect attendance personified pretty much. That's pretty much my main point. You got to make sure that you are always in a situation where you're healthy enough to be on the floor. If you're not on the floor, none of your skill set matters. It don't matter if you can shoot. Don't matter if you can shoot free throws. It don't matter if you can defend 1 through 5. It don't matter. None of that matters. You got to be on the floor to showcase those talents. And Clint Capella has been on the floor more than Okongwu. That's all I got. I don't even need the 2 minutes.
All righty. Mr. Matt, your response.
Availability, right, over ability, right? So I think that is strictly for mid-level players, okay? So those in the audience, mid-level players, does that cliche hold? Where if you're not available, right? If you're available more than a guy that's not available, we'll take the guy that's more readily available than the guy that's not available. That's for mid-level players, right? Just like in work, in anything in life. Just because you got a perfect attendance record in school, it doesn't mean you're going to get straight A's. Okay. Clint Capella shows up, right, for the game, but it doesn't mean he's actively participating in the game, right? You look at the bunnies he missed. You look at his inability to guard on the perimeter. You look at his ineffectiveness when it comes to rebounding, particularly defensive rebounding, as the season has progressed. You look at his inability to finish through contact. You look at his free throw rate. Everything tracks, right? That he's there physically, but his impact on the game is greatly diminished as time has went on. Conversely, with Okongwu, he plays better, it seems, as the season goes on. He starts off slow, and I admit it, at the beginning of the year, he was disappointing. But as the season has progressed, he's
30 seconds,
better.
Matt.
He's gotten better and better and better. The numbers track it. Like I said, the net rating tracks it. You look at his points per game, particularly last 10 to 15 games, up. You look at the defensive numbers, the defensive rating, up. So I agree. If you're available more than a guy that's not available, points in your corner. But that, to me, only goes so far. At a certain point, I would prefer a guy that's significantly more talented that gives me 60 games as opposed to a guy that gives me 80 games that's ineffective.
All right, we on you. Take it 2 minutes.
All right, I'm glad he brought up a lot of things. He said, look at net rating, look at defensive rating. But you notice Matt never gave y'all any of the numbers to back what he was saying. Okay. Allow me to give you some numbers since he wants to talk about production. All right. Defensive rating since Okongwu was drafted. Clint Capella, in Okongwu's first season, defensive rating 106. Okongwu's second season, Capella 109. All these are Capella's numbers. Okongwu's third season 112. Last season 115. This season so far 113. Career defensive rating of 108, despite playing with two of the worst. I ain't gonna say the worst, but two historically bad defenses in his career. Rockets and Hawks. Okongwu, rookie season 109, second season 111, third season 112, last season 119, rivals Trae Young. And this season so far is 115. Career defensive rating is 6 points higher than Clint Capella's for the career. Since we sticking on production, that's the defensive side. On the offensive side, Clint is ranked 16th in career double-doubles amongst active players today. He averaged a double-double for his career. Okongwu only has one season where he has averaged more than 7 rebounds per game.
30 seconds tick.
All right, I got you. Also, Okongwu has 0 seasons averaging a double-double. I guess you can call Okongwu Mr. Triple Single. Blocks. Blocks per game, Clint, 1.4 per game. Since Okongwu's been drafted, Okongwu less than that, only 1.1 per game. That's all I got. That's production for you guys.
We on you, Matt. 2 minutes.
As I mentioned before, Okongwu is greatly impacts the guys around him. He's a multiplier. He amplifies the team around him, the skill set of the guys around him, brought out by his net rating, right? You got a 5.5 his rookie season, plus 17 his second season, plus 10.5 his third season, plus 10.4 his last season. And so far this season, a positive 3 net rating. A lot of the statistics that Gerald mentioned were longevity statistics when you talk about number of double-doubles, where he ranked as far as in the league, as far as double-doubles. All that's longevity, right? He's been playing a long time. He's been playing with 2 great point guards in James Harden and then Trae Young. He's up until, I want to say, last year, he dominated the minutes at that position, right? He played significantly more minutes than Okongwu. They started to split last year. You look at this year, though, the numbers are about even, right? But that tracks for Okongwu, considering that Okongwu is still a younger, significantly younger player. Okongwu, like I said, adds the passing. He adds the defense switchability. He adds the ability offensively to play with more than just a traditional point guard on the floor because he makes quick decisions. With Capella, there is no quick decisions. You rarely see him at the top of the key in the DHOs, passing the ball.
30 seconds, Matt. 30 seconds.
Making other guys better. You can't say that Clint amplifies guys around him other than Trae Young. Who else does Clint Capella make better than Trae Young? As I said, just look at the team net rating with Okongwu's on the floor and look at the front court net rating with Jalen Johnson. And considering that Jalen Johnson is the future of the team, as a lot of fans want to believe, you would want to pair, if we're talking about who's better in the context of the team, you want to pair Jalen Johnson with the better front court mate, and that's clearly Onyeka Okongwu.
On you, Ticket.
All right, again, my rival in Christ, Matt, he gave you guys a lot of opinions, and he told you guys to look at certain stats again, but he didn't give it to you. He should have given you the stats. He should have given you the stats. He gave us 1 stat. He told us to look at 3 more without giving us those other 3 stats. All right. This is a question for the whole chat. There are some guys I'm going to name. I want you guys to just put in the chat what they have in common. Devin Vassell, Tyrese Halliburton, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, Tyrese Maxey, Emmanuel Quickly, Jaden McDaniels, Desmond Bain. We'll give y'all about 15 seconds to put in the chat to guess what y'all think all of those guys have in common. All right, so all of those guys I named were drafted after Onyeka Okongwu, but have been full-time starters at some point in their career. Some of these guys even all-stars. Okongwu has none. Based on where he was drafted, Desmond Bain, one of the best shooters in the league. Jaden McDaniels, elite defender.
30 seconds, Ticket.
I got you. Tyrese Maxey, he's hitting his stride, all-star. Sadiq Bey played with us. Isaiah Stewart, Halliburton, all-star last season. Vassell, full-time starter. All these guys have been full-time starters. Onyeka Okongwu has not supplanted Clint Capella in 5 seasons. 5 seasons as the starter. The best guy is normally going to play the starting position, especially if you've signed a second contract already. That's what I got.
We on Matt.
I'm glad you brought up that list. And the difference between a lot of those guys on that list and Okongwu is Okongwu stepped in because of a surprise run, but he stepped into a contending team, right? When he got drafted, he was seen as the center of the future. We went on the Eastern Conference Finals run, and that really slowed down his ability to start because we were in that contending status. Again, conversely, if you look at the other guys you mentioned, Desmond Bain stepped into a rebuild situation. Halliburton was traded, right, because he wasn't delivering in Sacramento to their satisfaction. He didn't accelerate their rebuild, right? So they traded him for a guy that could put him in a better position to go all in with Sabonis. Okongwu, when we talk about starting versus not starting, is subjective. Certain factors may lead you to start, some may not. We don't know what the criteria that Nate was looking for him to start. We don't know what the criteria that Quinn was looking for him to start. We're never going to agree on the reason why he didn't start. I believe it was money and politics played a huge role in his ability not to start. Because if you look at, like I said, the net rating, if you look at the points per game, if you look at the team's net rating with Okongwu on the floor compared to Clint Capella, it's higher with Okongwu. So if you look at any objective raw stat,
30 seconds, Matt. 30 seconds.
It's clearly evident that Okongwu is better than as far as the team aspect, maybe not individually, but as far as the team. You look at a macro perspective. So I can't get into the specifics of why he didn't start or why he's not starting now, because that's a contentious point we're never going to agree on. But the other guy's situation matters a lot. Ask yourself, of that list you mentioned, which guy stepped into a team that was competing for a championship or conference finals within the first 2 years relative to Okongwu?
On you, Ticket.
I would say I want to counter the minutes. He mentioned that we went on the Eastern Conference Finals run, and that kind of smothered his time he could have to develop. That's erroneous. 21 minutes per game, 23 minutes per game, 26 minutes per game, 24 minutes per game. He's had the time over these years to give the production needed to supplant Clint Capella. Hell, there's even been situations where the coaches have given Okongwu more minutes than Clint, depending on the matchup. But every time Okongwu is put in a position to where he can earn that spot from Clint Capella, he's fallen short over the years. Now, sometimes it may be due to injury, but hey, injury is part of the game. Maybe if he didn't come into the season 10 to 15 pounds overweight every season, maybe we'd be talking about something different. But all of those things go into being a better player. You got to kind of think about it like this. If I have a 5-star guy, well, let's just say talent-wise, a 5-star guy.
30 seconds for 30 seconds. I mean, Ticket, my bad.
All right. Somebody I deem as a 5-star. And then I got another guy that I deem as a 5-star. Well, if the point production and the defensive rating and the blocks all favor one guy, and then the other guy has less numbers, and he's not even on the floor a lot of the time, I got to go with the guy on the floor that has the better offensive numbers and defensive production. That's all I got.
It's on you, Matt.
If you look at, I'm glad you brought up the numbers. If you look at Okongwu starting last year, the games that he started, 16.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, almost 2 blocks a game. That's better numbers than Capella has put up, I believe, outside his first year in Atlanta. Okay? So in the sample size that Okongwu has started, the numbers far exceed Capella's numbers starting. So that's why when I said we're never going to agree on the reason that Capella starts over Okongwu, the numbers clearly laid out showcase Okongwu's numbers are better starting, right? Like I mentioned, the net rating is better. So as far as starting games, I can't get into that. However, if you want to go to finishing games, Okongwu finishes more games than Clint Capella. He has the last 2 years, okay? So if you bring up the coach perspective, what Clint has said, he cares about who finishes games more than who starts games, right? So if we look at who finishes games, if I got a Okongwu predominantly finishing more games than Clint Capella, and foul trouble is not a factor, right? Then I would have to say the coach at least believes that Okongwu gives us the better chance to win. You look at Jalen Johnson, right? And you look at the betterment of like I said, the overall team, amplifying the other guys on the roster. The way that Clint Capella plays doesn't make anyone besides Trey better. It doesn't allow us to grab the ball and push it in transition. It doesn't allow us to play up top through the DHOs, the handoffs, the dribble handoffs, the
30
creative
seconds, Matt.
things that
30
we want to
seconds.
do. Offensively, defensively, we brought up how Clint Capella has been diminished, right? He's no longer a rim protector. He's no longer a switchable defender. So in the isolated role of the pick and roll, offensively, he's still somewhat impactful. But if you look defensively, it's very hard to find a role or a category in which Clint Capella dominates.
We on you, Ticket.
All right. I'm glad Matt mentioned the sample size of when Okongwu has started. Chat, I want y'all to know that the sample size that Matt is referring to was only 8 games. 8 games. He did put up good numbers, but 8 games out of 82, for me, that's not a good sample size to say that, you know, this guy's a better guy. When you have another dude that is playing damn near the whole season and is putting up more consistent numbers. Again, you can talk about who starts, you can talk about who finishes. The bottom line for me is this. Onyeka Okongwu has the minutes. In other words, he has the opportunity to put up more offensive numbers and put up more defensive numbers than Clint Capella, and he hasn't done it in his career. Like I said, only one season where he's averaged over 7 rebounds a game. At the center position, in 5 years, that is unacceptable. I don't care what era of basketball you're in. That's not acceptable. Clint Capella, even in minutes where, even in games where you want to say Okongwu's finished or whatever, Clint still averages a double-double for his career. Like, double-doubles are kind of like I don't want to say a lost art, but
30 seconds, Ticket.
all right. People kind of act like that's a lost art, but production is production. You know, when you put in double digits in multiple stat sheets, you know, that's something to be said. When another guy's not, I kind of can't give it to the other guy. That's all I got.
We on you, Matt.
Double doubles, they mean something. Rebounding as a center means something. It depends on who you talk to, right? You value the rebounding from the center position more than I do, right? Because again, I'm trying to think about not just that position. I'm trying to think about the other 4 positions on the floor. Who makes the team better, right? So who's better, not just in a vacuum in one category over the other? Who makes the guys around them better as a collective, as a whole, holistically? So when you look at that, Okongwu may not get the rebounding numbers that Clint Capella gets. However, he doesn't miss the same number of shots at the rim that Capella misses, right? So he doesn't get the same alley-oop looks that Capella gets. So context matters. And then, like I said, it enables the other guys to gain rebound, for us to push the ball ahead in transition, for us to get into our offensive sets, where Capella greatly inhibits our ability to play fast, play through the pass, play through the DHOs. Defensively, right, we're not gain rebounding where we're dependent on one guy to rebound. So I'd much rather, like I said, it's, you know, about personal preference. I prefer multiple guys that have rebounds as opposed to one guy to get all the rebounds. I think you got to evolve in the game, right? It's not the 2000s, early 2000s, where a guy had one center had 15 rebounds and, you know, maybe the forwards had 3 or 4. Everybody, you look at the championship teams outside of Denver, everybody rebounds. It's a collective art.
30 seconds, Matt. 30 seconds.
Everybody rebounds. Everybody's able to push the ball ahead and get into the sets and get it offensively. Defensively, I agree. Okongwu has to be better in that regard. But I think if you look at the number of shot attempts and the number of errant possessions that Clint Capella has per game, it's a trade-off, right? So, it's a wash between the lack of defensive rebounding that Okongwu gives you and the offensive rebounding that Capella gives you that gives you the better numbers, rebounding per game. It's a wash.
All righty. So it's been 30 minutes. So now we're going to go to Ticket with his closing remarks, and we'll go to Matt with his closing remarks. And that'll be the show, gang. And we'll talk about some other stuff if anybody else want to tap in. So let's start with Mr. Ticket with his final remarks. 1 minute.
All right, man. I enjoyed this. One last thing I want to say, and I want to leave y'all with this. Matt talked about Clint not affecting anybody but Trae Young. Clint Capella is the best screener on the team, period. Trae Young is elite in screen and roll. When you set that pick for Trae Young penetrates the defense. He develops he brings gravity, and he gets other guys' shots. But those shot attempts don't happen without Clint Capella screening in the screen and roll. Matt, you my rival in Christ. Y'all know I love y'all. Chat, I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. Go Hawks. CC, my guy.
All righty. And that was Ticket. And we'll get Matt his closing remarks. Chat, don't forget, vote. It's a poll up vote. Let me know who you think who won this debate right here. Mr. Matt, you got a minute. Closing remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, as Gerald said at the beginning, his facts will lead you to believe that Clint Capella is the better player. However, as I mentioned this morning, Clint Capella is nothing more than a relic, right? An artifact of the past. The way he plays, right, is not conducive to the way we play now. He doesn't benefit anyone other than Trae Young. When we talk about playing fast, playing through the pass, playing in transition, multiple ball handlers, it's not conducive to his skill set, right? He's much better on a team where he can come off the bench or, I guess, start in minutes and rebound the ball. And he would, like a Memphis or a team that's predominantly heavy in the pick and roll, where the Hawks are trying to move away from the pick and roll. Next time we play, look how many screen and rolls Clint Capella sets for other players other than Trae Young. And think about, who does Clint Capella make better on the team other than Trae Young? Does he enable us to play the way we want to play? Is he able to grab and go with the rebound, right? We saw what happened last game when he tried to grab and go. He almost traveled, okay, at half court. So when you think about the better player, you can look at one category or one statistic or that statistic, but you have to think about it collectively as a whole and say, who makes the guys around him better? Right? Because it's not a 1v1 sport. It's a team sport. So you got to say, who makes the other guys around them better? For me, undoubtedly, that's unequivocally, I would say, that's Onyeka Okongwu.
All right, family. And there we go. The debate is over with. Salute to Matt. Salute the Ticket for coming up in here and making some valid points. Let's see what the poll says. The poll is looking like, ooh, I got 73% going Ticket.
What?
73% going Ticket. Uh-oh. Looks like Matt gonna take that.
Poll interference. Poll interference. Poll interference right there. Oh, hell no. Poll interference.
We got Ticket at 70. Oh, Ticket went up. We got Ticket at 75. He gained a quick 2% in like the last.
Okay, Mike and them rigged it.
So we got so the winner today will be Ticket at 75%, Matt at 25%. Salute to everybody in the chat who participated, man. Salute to Matt and Ticket for coming up in here, man, doing the debate. Once again, salute to Marion, man, coming up with this debate concept. This is pretty dope. Once again, before we open it up to everybody, don't worry, Matt, foot lost like that last night. Foot lost like that last night.
That boy salty. That boy forehead sweating.
Hey man, this is dope, man. I like this. But once again, chat. Once again, hey, this is a fan channel. This debate's open up to everybody. If you're a Hawks fan, if you got something you want to debate and you got somebody who disagree, go on, bring it up. Look at Austin. He said, "Yeah, Foot was upset last. Yeah, Foot was kind of. Yeah, I could tell Foot was kind of salty, man. I could tell he was a little salty last night. But hey, if you want to come up here and debate, hey, all you got to do, hey, let us know and find whoever disagree with you, as long as it's Hawks related. Okay, we just talking Hawks related. We might, if y'all want to, we might just expand it to basketball. But right now, we just doing Hawks related. Shout out to Virgo with the super chat. Virgo, Demond, you don't want to see that. Trust me, you don't want to see me and Kool-Aid go. Me and Kool-Aid spent the hour the other night just going over arguing about G League players. Y'all don't want to see that. But hey, that's all I got. Anybody, I'll drop the link if anybody want to tap in, man. But we'll switch the topic real quick. Did y'all hear what Mike put in the chat? Did y'all listen to that from the guy on the radio? What's y'all thoughts on that?
And I didn't even. I just wanted to be fair to Matt. Mike told me to use it, but I was confident in what I already had.
Oh, okay. So y'all teaming up on Pete. Look at me.
I ain't want to overkill.
It's okay. I knew it was rigged. It's fine.
It would have been rigged if I used it.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Matt was too busy worried about that Taco Bell, man.
Matt, you gonna since you lost, you gonna return that sweater?
You don't like it, Gerald? This
hey,
Burberry.
Matt, you can't come up here with Gerald, Matt. I ain't never seen you wear your glasses on this show. You can't wear your glasses and cardigan, come up here unprepared, Matt.
Gerald, this Burberry.
That shit. I know that's why I asked you gonna return it. You paid a lot for that to lose.
Hey, somebody said Matt looked like a substitute teacher, man. Hey, but what's your thoughts? Hey, what's y'all thoughts on what that dude said on the radio today? Did you hear that, Mikey? About what the guy said on the radio today about the Hawks making moves at the deadline?
No, I didn't. What did they say?
Mike, you would go in the chat, Mike. It's in the chat. He posted it in the chat. It's Mike had recorded it and posted it. It's an actual audio. But basically, I'm gonna tell you, if Cliff Notes is this, really the Hawks ain't gonna do shit. The smartest thing for the Hawks to do right now is stand pat. That they're currently building for the future. Basically what he said, what you seeing right now, and what some fans are doing, they getting caught up because they looking at the standings. And you got some fans who say, hey, we could be a certain type of seed, a fourth seed, a third seed. But what he's saying is basically he's saying what y'all seeing is fool's gold. Stick to the plan that they got now and keep building toward the future. And he was naming the pieces of Zach, Dyson, JJ, Trey, that you got stuff to build around. Don't do nothing drastic at the trade deadline, thinking that this team is a contender when it's really not. That's basically what he was saying.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree with that for the most part. I do think they'll still go after a little holes here and there, like a backup point guard.
Yeah.
I do think they'll still try to get off Clint Capella's contract because it's expiring. Even though they lose Clint Capella, that is a big piece. They will be worse without Clint Capella, no matter what. Because even if you think Okongwu's the better player, you have to have a backup for Okongwu now, and they don't because Larry Nance is out, and he might get traded as well. So
I was thinking they was going to use the Barlow kid.
Well, yeah, I'm high on Barlow. But I don't see him. That's the only way I see him getting rotation minutes, and he hasn't really been in that system for that long. So that's the only thing. But even though he's played well, I can still see them shopping DeAndre Hunter because, and you're already starting to see it. And I'm not as high on Dre as Matt is, but I've been a person constantly saying that he was in a wrong role defensively. He's a great defender if you have the guard defenders there, and he's that secondary low man team defender. He's great in that role.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's a 50% shooter from three. You're already seeing it start to go down. And as good as he played, no matter what, even Steph Curry's not a 50% shooter. That stretch lasted over a month and a quarter, which is absolutely insane.
But you know what, Mikey? But you know what?
I still think they're going to shop him.
But you know what? Well, one, obviously a general manager, you got to do your due diligence. So obviously, you know, you're gonna have some fillers out there. Would I be upset if they traded Dre? No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't be upset. Depending if we getting a young talent or we getting some good draft assets in return, because I still believe that we're building for the future. I believe that this offseason, the Hawks, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, you get off of Clint money. Maybe you get off of Bogey money. I mean, if you move Dre and you move Clint, you obviously not trying to compete for nothing.
I think I don't think they'll do both.
And he's 31. I'm just saying, Mike, if a contender throwing a first round pick in front of you, you know what I'm saying? He 31 now. Listen, he ain't playing for Serbia. So he's gonna miss some games with the Hawks. Okay. He's gonna miss games with the Hawks. So I mean, if somebody dangling a first round pick, why not take that, build up your assets, and maybe if something becomes available this offseason, at least you are in the position with assets to make a move. If something becomes available, not saying something is. Okay.
I agree with that. I think the moves, I think the drastic moves will be made in the offseason. But overall, like what you said about, you know, what the guy said on the radio, I think that's true. Like I said, I see the only move they're really trying to make this season is a backup point guard, because as I know the Vit Krejci opinions on this show are definitely polarizing. I think Vit Krejci is a solid 9th to 10th man on the wing.
A solid
player, but he's not.
Mikey, just be real. Say he a vibes guy. That's all he is.
Oh no, he's not a vibes guy. I think he's a solid 9th to 10th guy in the rotation, but he's not a point guard. He's a connective wing. And you've seen if Trey is on the floor. And last season, even when DeJounte was on the floor, look how more aggressive Vit was in scoring. Now he's shooting better and he's trying to get his offense more now, which is good. But this is still his role when he's in the rotation is to be a connective wing. That is where he thrives. So he's not a backup point guard. Dyson Daniels has been the best backup point guard that the Hawks have tried so far. After
he's not even good.
And he's been the best out of the worst, if you want to call it that. So
it's the best of a bad situation right there.
Yeah, So I think that's the only thing that they try to address quickly. But other than that, I don't see them making big moves. I think Clint, if I had to put money on it, I'm not a betting man, but if I did, I think Clint will still be here past the deadline.
Well, I mean, this is my thing about Clint. Some teams value the expiring contract. In my opinion, that's really the only value that Clint has to me. Why do I say that? Because I need somebody to explain to me. Last year, this time, correct me if I'm wrong, Mikey, because I think this might have been your space, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the NBA guy come up there and say the Clint market was at zero last year this time?
Yeah, Jake Fisher, yep.
So my question to anybody who think we can get something for Clint is this. What has changed, right? That all of a sudden Clint has a market. And that's why I brought up the expiring contract. Or maybe, and y'all know I don't really follow other teams. One of the contenders' bigs go down. I don't know if one of the bigs that went down on the contenders. But I mean, outside of that, why would anybody give you anything for Clint Capella when if they really want him, which he probably going to end up being a backup from now on, when they could just get him in the offseason and not give up nothing?
I mean, if you're going to do him for like a rental for a rental, so like if you're going to trade him for like Bruce Brown, that helps us. Doesn't I mean I could, you can make an argument it helps them too, but like I could see that, like if you're going to switch him out, expiring for expiring, like a shooter for a center, I could see that.
Well, that's what I was saying, because what do we know? I know that the Hawks not trying to take back no money, not like that, right? So maybe they move Clint maybe, like you said, get an expiring back, but maybe it's an expiring backup point guard, and you could test him out, see if he fits. If he does, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm thinking, if the Hawks looking at Kobe Buffkin as our backup for next year, I mean, getting a backup point guard now is what, just to ride the season out? You know what I'm saying? But I think Clint might be moved. I think the return is going to be slim to none, though. If we lucky, maybe a protected first if we lucky. But, like, I don't really see a team because his skill set is very limited. So, I mean, I don't understand why a contender would look at Clint, because we know these rebuilding teams and these mid teams not going to make a move for him. You know? Maybe I'm tripping. What you think, Marion?
I mean,
go ahead, Matt. My bad.
No, go ahead, Marion.
I think that moving Clint is a little bit problematic because, like you said, we're not going to take on any salary for next year. So what that leaves is a pick, and Clint is a rental. So I've heard rumblings that people saying that Golden State would want Clint, but I can't see them giving up anything other than a second-round pick for Clint. And to be honest, I'd rather just keep Clint if it's for a second-round pick because he is doing decent work. He is filling up space. We don't have another center, so instead of wasting that time bringing up a G leaguer, I'd rather just keep Clint and maybe either re-sign him at a much lower rate next year or let him walk.
I mean, the problem with that, Marion, is if you believe the reports, Okongwu is going to start next year and pretty much into the future. So a lot of people don't feel, evident by the poll, a lot of people don't feel like, Okongwu can start long term. But the team, if you believe the Brian Windhorst and Jake Fishers of the world, Landry Fields and Kyle Korver believe he can, and Quinn believe he can start. So somebody's right and somebody's wrong. So wouldn't you want to test it out this season while it's a developmental year to test it out to see if he can start long term, as opposed to going into next year where I would imagine people want to see some progress than another 41 season and have him start and then find out he can't do it long term. So that's the only rebuttal for having Clint Capella still here.
They should have been starting Okongwu if that's the case. They should have started.
No, I agree. I'm just saying,
the problem is
you delaying the
rebounds. You don't get the rebounds from them, and that's been the problem.
It's the
debate
mix.
about Clinton and Okongwu, and you didn't mention bunnies, you didn't mention floor spacing, you didn't mention any of the things that.
I mentioned all that. I mentioned
I think, to be honest, I think Matt was facing a losing battle because most of the chat does not like Okongwu.
And Matt Matt won't prepared, man. Matt won't prepared.
I agree. I agree with both of those statements.
I was eating. I was not prepared. I was
wasn't prepared.
Matt spent the last 3 hours talking about Taco Bell.
I agree. I think Matt wasn't prepared, but I also think that the chat was a bit biased.
Oh yeah. Oh,
they very biased. But
I think both are true. I think both are true.
He was getting thrashed up here. He was getting thrashed. I mean,
Hey,
that draft was over.
Hey, it's better than the Comets. Foot was good. And they was
And even
night.
though I believe Clint is the better player, I still think Okongwu should be starting because it's better for the.
But that's my only point. Like, if the reports are true that Okongwu going to start long term, I will want to find that out now as opposed to next year, where DeMond is going to win a 50-win season next year. The play hard to get better will be over.
Yep.
So next year. So you would expect a 50-win season or something, second round or something.
More like 55.
Oh, I mean, okay. Something to show progress, something to show tangible progress. So, but if we start Okongwu and then we go through halfway next year and we find out he can't stay healthy long enough to start, then we in a dire situation. So I would want to figure that out.
Matt, but you got
thinking he can.
You got 4 years of evidence, Matt.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying there's a delta between what we think and what the team thinks. According to the reports are they think he can start. Y'all don't. So it's like somebody's right, somebody's wrong.
But this is this is the issue, though. This is the issue. The team, listen what they saying. The team think he can start, but they don't start him. So what you telling me is the Hawks are putting politics over winning. I agree. Already trashed this season. This is a developmental year. Why are you not starting? This is what I thought was going to happen, and it still can. I was thinking Clint will be moved at the deadline for whatever, because the Hawks are wanting to go with Onyeka. Onyeka, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Onyeka is on the same age timeline as, maybe he is a little older than Jalen, maybe, or they around the same age.
I think they're about the same age.
He closer to the
A year
timeline,
older.
but he's closer to the timeline than Clint, meaning that
absolutely.
they can grow together. Then you bring in the young guy Barlow, right? What I thought was going to happen at the deadline, you move Clint for whatever.
He's
You
2 years,
play-
2 years older than Jalen.
Yeah, you move you move O to the starter, and you run those last whatever 40 games, 35 games that Barlow has on the 2A that he could play with the Hawks. You run him at the end of the year as the backup, and you see exactly what you have. You feel me? You see exactly what you have. That's what I thought was going to happen, which could still happen because the deadline ain't passed yet. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it's really going to pop if we get to this deadline and we 4 to 5 games under 500. But I believe I'm with Buddy. Do not let what you see now fool you into thinking this team is really a top 4, 5 team in the East, because we're not. I'm just keeping it.
Well, Demond, can I say this though?
Yeah, go ahead, my guy. Go ahead.
I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Now, as we come down past the All-Star break, a lot of teams gonna be tanking. We're gonna stumble into a couple of more wins.
Especially after Cooper Flag's performance
Well,
today.
you can stumble into the wins, Marion, but guess what? As long as your front office don't make moves thinking that we're contenders, when we're not, unless they swing for the fences, and I'm just making something up, and Giannis become available because he don't want to be there. That's a different story.
What if KD becomes available?
Pass.
I don't think. Listen, I'm a KD fan, man, but I don't think KD at this point right now.
You can say he washed them on.
Kevin Durant was the reason I fell in love with his sport, but I'm not going.
But do you think Kevin Durant, if you add, first of all, he's not even a free agent, so you're gonna have to give up so many assets just to get him. That hell, the only thing you're gonna have left is KD and Trey.
Now, if you can get
before it's all over, that Suns team is gonna implode, and they're gonna start getting rid of people.
I mean, with Bradley Beal coming off the bench.
What about Nurkic? Yusuf Nurkic.
Nurkic didn't even play against his own thing.
Oh yeah,
he's already now. On the they playing Oso.
Would y'all swap Capella for him?
No.
Mikey, is Nurkic better than Double O? At the center position, is he better?
For what the Hawks need?
That's
no.
a yes. That's a yes.
For what the Hawks need? No.
Yes.
No. For what the Hawks need? No.
See, that's why I need you to go listen to the Hawks reporter thing, bro. Because Demond ain't bring all of it up, though.
Well, I tried that. Mike, I told him go listen to the video.
I don't believe this belief in Double O. The Hawks reporter on 92.9 literally said out his own mouth that he pointed out Double O as somebody who's probably not going to be here because he don't see them fitting the Hawks' future. And I mean, you can argue that Double O came before everything.
Let me explain.
I don't know.
I mean, y'all been talking, man.
That's a direct conflict to what the
Double O is ass cheeks, y'all. It's just simple as that. I'm not debating if he's better than Clint or not. No, I mean, I'm not debating if he's better than Clint or keep Clint over Double O. They both suck. Neither one of them is our future. You need to keep both of them to the curb. You just need to find the best way to move on from the both of them. It's as simple as that. But Double O is not no future of the Hawks center, bro. Like, no, bro. Like, it's time to move on. And neither is Clint.
Before everybody says I'm on the OO bandwagon, let me give my reasoning for why I said I would not take Nurkic over Okongwu. The number one reason is because, one, Nurkic is not mobile. So on offense, he's not a lob threat. He's not athletic like Clint Capella. I'd take Clint Capella still over Nurkic. Two, Nurkic, as good as he is as a hub on offense, and when he was in Portland and in Phoenix, people would use him on they would use him on DHOs. He'd pass at the high post. He's good at that. But the thing is, you're not going to take the ball out of Trae Young and Jalen Johnson's hands, who are better playmakers than Yusuf Nurkic, and say, okay, Yusuf, yeah, we'll give you the ball to high post. It's your turn to play, Mac. We're going to take it out of the two better playmakers' hands. If that's Nurkic's primary role on offense, he's not doing that on this Hawks team.
But Mikey, what if he come in as the backup? What if he come in and he play with the second unit when you don't have Jalen and you don't have Trae out there?
But you miss him. But that's not what this team's trying to do, bro.
The only reason Trae and Jalen are both out at the same time right now is because the playmaking without a backup point guard is so bad that you need to figure out. Quinn Snyder, I think, is experimenting. I think he needs to figure out somebody, at least till closer to the deadline, who can serve as that backup point guard. That's why he's taking Trae and Jalen out. And even so, you saw twice on the road trip when Trae was out, two times in 2 minutes, the Hawks gave up like an 11-2, 14-2 run in Phoenix and in Utah. Even though, of course, they won the game in Utah, but
I mean, but that's Clippers. But none of that is supposed to be a surprise or a shocker to anybody who's not being a delusional fan coming into this season. Damon said it himself before the season. We are ankle turn from Trae and JJ away from being completely cheeks. Looking at the roster, you already know that it's going to be challenging at times. And then Kobe goes down completely. And Kobe, we saw he wasn't necessarily ready per se. It was going to be a developmental part with him as well. So what I'm just saying is that I think everybody is just thinking too much, like past the main thing. Look at the team, know the organization. We are cheap. The best way to remain cheap or whatever is to be young. Nurkic is too old, number one, point blank, period. So therefore, I won't even go into his skill set or how he plays. It just goes off the number one fact that he is too old.
So why is everybody saying
in with the young, basically restart smaller core or whatever that they're trying to go forth with? Once they do bring in another center, it's gonna be another young center, bro. It's gonna be another young center with Double low though sucks. No, we need a young center who actually has NBA height at a center position, not no undersized center. No.
I want Common Malone. Look,
I know Double O is young. I know he's not old, but Double O also does not have a defined NBA position. He can go somewhere else with that bull crap. We're moving on. We need somebody.
My only pushback is this past year, and I don't know if Mikey and Damon agree, Marion, I thought this past year in the draft and in free agency was one of the best draft classes in both we've had in at least 3 years. So the fact that they didn't look at a center in the draft, and seriously, I mean, they kind of looked at Clean, but not.
Well,
seriously.
We got to wait now. It looking
and
like
in free agency
wasn't good though, Matt.
This is significantly worse draft and free agency class at the center position. So the fact they didn't try to address that last year, and you go with, like I mentioned, the reports with Lindy and Jake Fisher that they're leaning into a Okongwu, it makes more sense why they didn't look at a center in free agency or the trade market last year. I mean, free agency or the draft last year, and then you're not going to pick from a worse class this year.
Well, Matt, my response to that is that if we had remained at the 10th pick, we would have probably picked the center. As soon as our pick got put to number one, everything changed, and we started thinking about future potential instead of.
You could have took Sarr.
Yeah, well, we could have took Sarr, but he's not really well, I don't know.
He holding it down right now. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, he's doing well now. Well, not really.
He's been better than Zach.
He's been better.
Situation matters, Mikey.
Sarr is not doing good. There's no way you can say Zach is doing good.
Y'all let Mikey, let Matt debate that.
Look, I mean, Zach.
I'm not debating about trashing a Hawk.
Matt said
somebody got to pick one side. You gonna stand on the other side and say that? Then let.
We got the Larry Dixon versus Mike. In terms of the Ricochet starting for minutes.
Finisher said I should debate Mike, but I don't know about what.
They probably talking about point guard.
No, it was no. I think he was referring when y'all was discussing double O.
Nah, probably most likely actually that point guard debate.
Wait,
So,
Sark playing all right. I mean, Sark. You can't
what
say
about
Sark playing bad.
Well, this your thing. This is the thing right here, man. This is the thing. First of all, we got a whole. I mean, that Sacramento pick pretty much gone. Okay.
I mean, it's 16 right now. It's 16 right now.
Oh, they back. They roll. They winning.
They're winning. Doug
Christie. We need them boys to win, man.
Well,
what about the Lakers? The Lakers over 500. Where they sitting at? What seed the Lakers?
I wanted the Lakers pick. The Lakers too high. Now I'm saying
what the Lakers at?
I need the Lakers.
I know they over 500.
I looked this morning. We would get the 16th pick from Sacramento and the 21st pick from the Lakers.
What's the big man draft looking like this year?
That's not.
It's not that good. That's what I'm telling Mike. It's not that good.
Yo, what up?
I like the bigs that's coming into this season.
Blue is so good.
Who?
What's good, Dan?
What's up, man?
He's so. You don't think he's wrong?
I had to jump on real quick when Matt said there was no good centers in the draft this year. I'm like, you bugging. There's way more centers in the draft than last year.
Who?
There's way more centers coming out of the draft. You got that.
They're all raw. They're all raw and undeveloped.
Almost all
of them are. The ones that came out this year were undeveloped and raw.
I mean, not Klingon.
Bro, he not even playing. Come on. He's barely playing.
He's not even playing.
No, Klingon not.
He's not even really playing, man.
He's playing.
He's just not playing.
He's in the rotation. No, he's playing every night.
Oh, okay.
He get about 10 minutes a night.
Clean is perhaps 14 or 13 minutes a night. Last time I checked.
So, I don't. Maybe they'll draft a developmental center. Maybe I don't know. See it. I don't see that.
Now, Luke,
I said y'all know me. I like the Baylor kid. I told y'all Misi was gonna be good. I like Misi. I knew Misi was gonna be good. Let me tell you something.
Just get rebounds.
That's what we need.
That's what we need.
That's what I'm saying. But how you can't get somebody like that again, though? I mean, like.
No. I'm not saying we can't, Mike. I'm not saying we can't do that. I'm not saying that.
I know you're not. I'm just saying that I'm proposing that to Matt or whatever. You need a rim runner.
So essentially, wait, Mike,
rebounder, bro. That's really it, man. But he needs to be of size, not no 6'8" rim runner. Of size guy who can just rim run and rebound, be an athletic.
So you don't. Wait. So you would prefer a younger Clint Capella versus a different center with a totally different skill set?
To be honest with you, a young, healthy Clint is actually ideal for us right now, bro. Like, I don't know why are you saying that like that's bad. Anybody disagree? Y'all think a young, healthy Clint wouldn't be ideal for us?
I thought we were trying to move away from that type of type.
Bro, with Trey, like, come on, man, that's really all you need.
Again, like I mentioned, like it's not just about Trey. We're trying to get away from being eccentric with Trey.
You're not looking for that. Like Mikey said,
Mike, that's what I'm saying. A different skill set, a spacing center who can shoot, handle a little bit.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not really one of those that's on that make or break. Like, oh, the center's got to be able to shoot threes. I'm really not. You know, what I'm saying, that's just not me. I really think that this Hawks would be a way better team, basically, with just simply. I mean, I hate to say Clint because we all get triggered by how trash he is, but basically, Misi. I mean, you just called him that. A young, of size, athletic big who can run the floor, catch lobs, and rebound. And I mean,
so you would
take the rim, like.
So would you take Mitchell Robinson?
That would do wonders for us. A young.
I don't want.
The only reason I wouldn't take him is because he's injured. He's injury prone.
That's why I threw the word healthy.
Talk about it.
But if he's healthy, heck yeah.
I know he is. It's hard to throw him out there because everybody know he injury prone. But without like healthy wise, bro, like. Yeah, man, I don't think that we just need some guy like we don't need Cat or Jokic, bro, or Embiid, in my opinion, not necessarily.
Hey, you know who else look good that I don't want though? You know who else look good that I don't want though? I think Nick Claxton would be a bad fit. I just think he getting paid too much. I don't want to pay him that much money.
But
I feel like he'll fit the bill.
The Hawks ain't taking that salary. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, bro. I
don't want to get him.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
But I think he'll fit.
No, I mean, Mike, the best version, what you're talking about is Jarrett Allen. I don't want that type of center on my team. Cover your ears, Mikey. I don't want that type of center on my team. Like, I don't.
Hey, guess what we need to go ahead and do? Hey, guess if y'all trying to get a center that bad, you might well just go ahead and y'all know y'all gonna leave me crazy when I say this. Go ahead and get that boy Jonas out of Washington, man.
Oh,
Valanciunas.
Hell,
Yeah,
no.
he's on a.
He too old. He don't fit.
He's terrible on defense.
No,
Terrible.
listen. I get what you're saying. Only reason I mentioned him.
So bad.
I mean, I think he's on a bad team too. And then also, I mean, he signed a 3-year, $30 million deal, so he's only getting $10 million a year, and you can eventually move him to backup.
Just go. I got an idea.
But I feel you.
All the Hawks got to do go spin the block. Go on over there, Real Madrid, get Eddie Tavares, bring him back. He's 7 feet. In the block.
Hey, this is another player. Hey, Damon, this is another player I kind of wanted us to take a risk on, but he got injured. He got injured the first game of the season.
Who?
James Wiseman, man. As a cheap deal.
No.
With Indiana, he looked at all right with Indiana before he got hurt. I'm just saying a cheap deal. He's 7 foot. He's 7 foot, man.
Okay, what about what's his name going to be a free agent at the end of the year? From Golden State.
Looney?
No. That's another. He undersized too, bro. He's not 6'10".
That's who y'all describing to me. Is that type of a center?
He's undersized. No, he's undersized.
Go get the boys from Toronto. They tanking.
No, heck no.
Heck no. Like
I like Portal.
No.
I like Pirtle.
What's Pirtle money looking like? What does money look like?
He expensive though. He got to be making 20 million a year.
Is he? What he over 20 million?
Let me look.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. 20. I'm okay with rocking out with the centers we got this year and just draft one. That's our best bet. We're not gonna get no good center and trade and then just draft one.
That's what they're gonna do.
Because you got that. You even got that big kid. I don't know the international player Rocco Jakarski.
I believe that Clint. I believe they're gonna try to.
And then they got another dude. I think he at Cal or Michigan. It's a white dude. He like 7 feet. Man, he was dribbling.
It's two good ones at Michigan.
Yeah, Wolf. I was like, I'll take a risk on him if he in the second round, bro. Like that might translate. I ain't gonna lie. His game is smooth.
Do we have a shot at the guy from Duke?
With that Lakers,
that's if he land in the top 10. He's not making the top 10.
The Lakers pick gonna have to get us there.
I mean, but the way Matt want his centers to play, I'm surprised he ain't hyping up the Michigan dude Wolf like that. Especially since
I like him. He a little.
I like Wolf. I like him.
He a little clunky.
I mean, I don't know why we just didn't go
clunky.
DeAndre Ayton.
Man, that boy, he blew it with the basketball. He can dribble, shoot.
I don't know why
he went up and under layups. I was like,
Ayton can do all that.
Hey,
that's what I said.
Ayton does everything y'all say he does.
Demond, hey, you right, Demond, because guess what? If you trade for Ayton, he only got 2 years left on his contract. You draft another center. If he don't work out, let his ass go. Let his ass go.
I believe he missed 2 weeks because of a jam finger.
You telling me that because he don't want to be there? It's just like Zion.
He don't want to be there.
He had a finger.
He don't want to be there.
You mean he don't want to? Listen, he don't want to be in the Blazers, man.
Chat, y'all telling me I'm gonna name you this lineup and tell me how many wins we get. Trae Young, okay, Ayton, Jalen Johnson, much improved Ricochet, and Dyson Daniels. How many wins is that from those? What's that? What y'all talking? I know y'all talking 50 plus wins because y'all said we were 47 with these bones.
And you know what's crazy? If he come over to the East, he's arguably like he's gonna be a top 3 center. Top 5 easily in the East. In the East, he'll be a top 5 center in the East.
He don't want to be there, dog.
Top 3.
And then you got to think about. I ain't counting like Joel, man. Embiid, man. That nigga ain't never healthy, bro.
No, I ain't even talking about Embiid. I would take Miles Turner over him. I would take.
Heck no. Miles Turner is trash.
Matt, I wouldn't go.
Miles Turner's trash.
What? That was about to flip Miles Turner for him.
Miles Turner's trash.
Like me, you ain't big on Miles Turner like I am.
Miles Turner's trash.
Turner. Wow.
He led the league in blocks 3 times in his career.
Hey, guess what? Matt. Guess what, Matt? That man ain't never averaged 10 rebounds in a season. And that's the 7-foot center. I'm good on that.
Matt gonna tell you.
I don't
good on him.
Center. This is not 2002. Mike Covey.
Man, my center got to average double-digit rebounds.
I don't need my center to average 15 rebounds a game. Like we've passed that.
I need him at least 10. I need him 10. I need at least 10.
Dan, would you take would you take Ayton over Joel Embiid, Vucevic, Jarrett Allen, Bam Adebayo?
I just said no. I just said don't count Joel Embiid. I'll take him over Vucevic.
Allen. I'll take him over Vucevic. Keep going.
I'll take him over Vucevic.
Allen?
I'll take him over Allen too.
Over Porzingis.
I don't even know about. Oh, never mind. He's not in the East no more. I'm about to say I wouldn't even take him over Hartenstein.
Listen. The only thing you can really debate me on about Ayton, the only thing you can really say anything that negative to me about Ayton, you could say he got a shitty attitude. But guess what? There's a lot of players running around the NBA with a shitty ass attitude.
Yeah, but not Jimmy Butler who don't want to be there.
You got Joel Embiid who be quitting on his team. I don't want to hear. Listen, Ayton, come here. He better than every center we had since I don't know, probably 2000.
I don't even know. Is he better than Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he's better than Dwight. Well, at the age that we had Dwight Howard in Atlanta,
we got Dwight Howard.
I ain't talking about overall.
We got Dwight Howard. He was getting Social Security with a bad back.
Always.
When he refound, he can't. You know who we get? We got Dwight Howard.
When he got to give him somebody to replace Ayton with, so he can.
He would have his AJ.
Nah, the only centers I see better than him in the East is Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns.
You take Ayton over Porzingis?
No, yeah. Porzingis is always hurt.
What?
He's always hurt.
He is always hurt.
Why do I want a player that's not healthy?
I know I wanted Porzingis. Sorry, franchise.
I wanted Porzingis. I wanted Porzingis before he went to Boston. I thought that would be a good pickup.
Sorry, franchise. Would you take him over Jakob Poeltl?
Yeah, I would take Ayton over Poeltl.
I would take Poeltl over Ayton.
Ayton better than Poeltl. What y'all,
bro?
Y'all Poeltl over Ayton?
I don't think so.
Would y'all take?
I would take Poeltl over Ayton.
What does Poeltl do better than Ayton?
The only downfall with Ayton is he's the type of person.
Defense.
It seemed like to get the best out of him, you got to kiss his ass. He has to feel like he's needed. He has to feel like he's needed.
You do. You partly correct because you know what people when people talk about his time in Phoenix, right? When they talk about something, what they never tell you is this: they'll sit there and tell you he quit on the team, but they never tell you that conversation that he had with Monty Williams. When Monty Williams told that man, "We're going to get you involved in the offense," and he kept going back to Monty saying, "Hey, you said you're gonna get me more involved. You're not doing it."
Mikey.
And he kept bullshitting him. And guess what? Ayton tried to leave Phoenix. That's why he signed the offer sheet with Indiana.
Why he quit on Portland then?
Why he do what?
Bro, listen. The thing is in Portland, he went from a championship team to a rebuilder, to a rebuilding team that's trying to get their guards developed. He's not getting the ball.
Man, come on,
and
man.
To Mikey, and to your thing, when you talking about in Atlanta, he won't get the ball. Do you know how many possessions we come down the court and Trey is trying to get off the ball to let somebody else score and they dump it back to him?
Yeah, they scared.
You're not gonna worry about that with Ayton. If Ayton get the ball in the low block, he's shooting it. He's going in the basket.
What Ayton numbers this year? He double this year?
14 and 10.
14 and 10.
And limited time.
And he over 50%.
What is shooting for the field?
So how is
Hey, look. And with Trey Young, at Ayton is gonna average 20 because he's gonna get easy baskets off of Trey Young, bro.
Hey, damn, he averaged 18 with just him and Booker.
When
Chris Paul got there, it was him and Booker. He averaged 18 and 10. That was supposed to be their core to build, and that's when they told Ayton, "Hey, you will be a focal part of the offense." That's before.
Demar, how are we going to feature him? Demar, how are we going to feature him? And we don't play the
Let's do a Portland Trailblazers watch party, and watch Ayton play.
What you mean? The same way you use Capella, you can use Ayton, but the difference is, guess what? Ayton can pick and pop.
Yep.
Ayton can pick and pop.
But if you
he can pick and pop and roll to the rim. You're not making sense.
What you say, Mike?
What you mean?
More talented player. I don't even know why people trying to argue that.
As soon as Capella catch the ball at the post, at the top, near the free throw line, everybody just sag back in the post. He's not going to do nothing with it.
We're trying to
at least Ayton's going to shoot it. Even with Okongwu, he's not going to take that shot.
Clint.
I just don't see. I don't see him being utilized on this team. I don't see him being utilized on this team.
I'm not as opposed to it, man, as some of the fans come off as. Bro.
And what he make $30 million a year?
Y'all rather run around here. Y'all rather run around here with a 6'8" big and another guy in Clint Capella who worthless. His value is zero.
So Demond, you willing to pay the max? As far as you willing to be a what he make? You willing to be a first apron team? He willing to be a first apron team with Ayton?
He making it for 2 years, and guess what? He on the same timeline as Trey.
That's true.
And guess what? And if you want to rebuild, you can let both of them. You can get off both of them.
Y'all crazy.
You can get off both of them if it don't work out.
This is what I want to do. Y'all want to go out here. We're going to go in the draft. Okay, we don't know what we picking. We're going to go in the draft. We're going to get some guy. And guess what's going to happen? You know what y'all going to tell me? Guess what y'all going to tell me? Damon, y'all know Quinn Snyder, his system is complicated. He need 2 more years so he can learn what he got to do. And I'm going to tell you what,
that's why I don't want to draft the center.
Mike going to come up here and say, you know what?
I want to watch the Portland Trailblazers game.
That guy Mikey. Yeah,
can you be honest and admit when players don't want to be when players don't want to be somewhere they don't play?
They force their way out.
Who the hell is he to determine where he want to be?
He hasn't earned
it. You know because he got a contract. He can pay regardless.
Zion was an all-star.
Zion doing it right now. Let me tell you something.
Zion doing it right now. He accomplished something in this league.
What's Zion
Jimmy Butler doing it right now?
Nothing. What has he done?
Zion ain't did nothing. And DeAndre Ayton went to the finals. And DeAndre Ayton went to the finals.
He was a participant on a team that went to the finals.
He wasn't a participant, but he was a key factor. He was a key factor. You're not gonna act like he wasn't a key. He was a key player. Stop playing. You know he was a key player.
He was the third best.
You know he was a key player.
As a participant.
Hey, I wanted to ask.
So the third option is a participant. The third option on the team is a participant.
Yeah, man, he wasn't the driver or the passenger.
So the Hawks, we looking real good because we got a 1 and a 2 and no third option.
Probably the second.
The third option don't mean nothing.
Draft another
eight. So Ayton would be the third option on the team.
Right here, complaining.
Yeah, why would he not be? Why would he not be?
I look at it, hold on. Way I look at it is that. Hold on, Matt. Let me go. The way I look at it is that Trae Young is a center whisperer. He's never had a center that he didn't make better. If you put Ayton in Trae Young's hand, Ayton is going to be a 20+ point per game center, and he's still going to get his rebounds. Ayton is going to make it. He's better than both Big O or CC, and he'd be a 20-point per game center with us.
And guess what, Matt?
Hey, Mike.
Guess what?
Hey, Mike.
You know what else, Matt? You know what else?
Arjalen, quick question.
In the 3, right? You know that, right?
Hey, what is our offense right now? The starter games. How do our offense even run? Because we're not a great 3-point shooting team.
I mean, but
we're
so
great.
The start games. So the start games in half court. What are we really trying to accomplish?
Biggest goal, and the number one option in the Hawks offense is to try to get to the rim. That's why there's so many DHOs. That's why there's so many Iverson cuts, off-ball screens.
Question. Question. What you said the DHO, right? Yeah. If you throw a low post actual threat scorer in them DHOs, does that not enhance our non-shooting team offensively?
It does. I'm not disagreeing.
It makes sense.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing.
And he's an offensive threat in a low post
player. Look, I'm not disagreeing with you that Ayton's a good offensive player, but I don't think he is a center to play with Trae Young on defense. And also, as much as if we throw the off the court mindset stuff, debate Monty Williams, all that stuff out the window, Ayton, while he's good in the post, he's not the roller that you guys think he is. If you watch the Trailblazers games and come back to me, when he's in the pick and roll, he doesn't seek contact. He doesn't shoot free throws. And if you guys don't like Okongwu's physicality, wait until you see a guy who's tremendously gifted at 7 foot with the strength to do stuff that Ayton could do, but he doesn't want to. He just doesn't use physicality. He doesn't.
I know what you said. I know what you're saying, Mike. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but the thing is,
I like Gregory's comment. Ayton plays like DeAndre Hunter.
But you're a Hunter fan.
No, I'm saying, hey, Mike, you know what that sound like?
On offense before this
that
season,
sound like a veteran.
On offense before this season, I would agree.
That sound like a veteran SAR to me, the way you just said all that, though. But I mean, shoot, I think
but you know what?
But that sound like a bunch of crap when I was early on, turn on the film, looking at SAR. I was like, if this is gonna be my big, I can't
but
get
SAR.
That's the only thing that
I think SAR is going to be better than Ayton because I think SAR is going to be better than Ayton because he's a strong roller. Ayton does not roll the rim.
No, he's not going to be better than
the free throw line.
Listen,
he stops the free throw line. Shoots a floater.
I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a lot of
the How about this?
He's efficient on 50. He's over 50%. So he's kicking and popping.
I'll watch Ayton in Portland, but I want people to watch Ayton when he was in Phoenix when it was him and Booker. That's what I want y'all to watch.
He was the second option on that team.
Minutes. Got ESPN Classics.
I'm
gonna watch that.
You ain't got the second option. YouTube.
Demond, he was.
I want to see the whole game.
Demond, he was the second option on that team. Demond, he wouldn't be the second option on the team.
He wasn't what?
Classic.
He was the second option on that team. He wouldn't be the second option on this team.
And guess what? And then that's when your coach walk in there and lied to the player. When they got Chris Paul, Monty Williams went in there and sold what's his name, Ayton some bullshit. That's why he did what he did. And guess what? Where's Monty Williams at right now?
It's nothing, Demond. It's nothing to justify what he did. Demond, it's nothing to justify what he did.
Yep, he almost jacked up Jaden Ivey.
Hold on.
That's why they had to get rid of him.
Exactly. He's an awful coach, bro.
To what Dame said earlier about him being a major contributor on that, he was not, because when he pouted and they benched him, they still won.
Pull up the numbers, Matt. Pull up the numbers.
They still won. Demond, you're talking about the year before, man. Demond, you're talking about the year before when they won 27 games.
No, give us the stats. Please get the stats.
Pull up the numbers, Matt.
I got you some stats from this season. So for DeAndre Ayton this season, he has taken his field goal attempts. He has taken 32 alley-oops, 9 fadeaways, 53 hook shots. But look at this. This is the number I want to really emphasize.
Who's throwing the oop? Look who's throwing the oop.
How you take the alley-oop?
That ain't Drake throwing the alley-oop.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you some context.
Look up, look up when he was with Chris Paul.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just confused how that's a stat.
No, it doesn't matter. Those numbers are just context I'm giving you for a number I was about to say. I don't care about the value of that actual number.
Mikey, my question and what I'm saying is different from Dam and Demond. I'm just asking. You said alley-oops taken. I don't necessarily get that per se.
I know because I'm trying. I was just giving you numbers of the shot type he's done so I can say my actual point. I'm contextualizing. I didn't even say my point yet. Look, so he's taken those shots, but by far the biggest type of shot he's taken this season is a jump shot. 149 jump shots. The thing about Ayton is when he rolls to the rim, he doesn't get there. He stops and shoots a floater at like 7 foot with all those physical gifts. I don't understand why a center who wants to not use his physicality and use his athletic gifts would be good to play with this team. Look,
because he can shoot.
Don't focus on the value of those numbers that I gave you. It's the context of them. I don't care that he's taken only 53 alley-oop attempts.
But that's what I'm saying. No.
Hey, Mikey, saying, but listen, the thing is, we was asking.
How do you take 53 alley-oop attempts when that's a receiving of a pass? Like, I'm just lost on that stat.
I'm trying.
No, I get what he's saying. He doesn't roll hard to the rim. He doesn't roll hard to the rim. I get that. Mike, my question is this. What is his stat? What is his stats with the Suns? What is his stats with the Suns, though?
You know who we had that was good at that? Who didn't have to roll all the time? Al Horford. He didn't have to roll all the time. Because guess what? He could pop right there at the free throw line.
But it's also based upon the system, though. Like timeout. It's also based upon
the system. But Ayton fit the system we running right now, Mike.
But even with all of that, you can say what you're saying. I don't know what Portland's situation is, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt, in the Atlanta Hawks system, it is obvious that Quinn wants lobs thrown at the rim. So I would venture to assume that anybody who comes to this team,
contextualize that. Priority is Quinn wants you to get to the basket. He wants you to get to the basket. He don't want you to finish. He wants you to
Clint
kick it to the 3-point guy.
Capella has taken less alley-oop shots than DeAndre Ayton this season.
That's what Quinn wants you. He wants you to.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Mikey, do you know why?
Don't focus on the number. That's why I'm saying don't focus on the number.
I'm confused in the point of bringing it up, though. You saying don't focus on.
Wait. No, listen.
I brought it up. Why? Okay, I shouldn't have brought it up at all. The only reason I brought it up is because I was contextualizing how many jump shots he takes over those other shots. I don't care about the actual value.
Hey, but is he making the jump shot? Is he making the jump shot? No, don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back.
Mike said he brought it up to show that how many other shots are being taken. So how many more of the other shots are taken over?
35% on his jump shots. 35%.
But the alley-oops is still more than Clint that you said, right?
35% on his jump shots.
Is it just? It could it just be because I guess Ayton is actually decent to where he's actually involved in offense, where you like try and give it to him versus Clint is like a, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what they did in Phoenix before Chris Paul got there.
Ayton is shooting 38% on his jump shots.
What Clint and Double O shoot on jump shots?
Hey, you sound about like Zach and Dyson then. So shoot.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. At the end of the day, hey, Mike.
Who doesn't like to go to the basket.
Mikey, you pulling up this year. Clearly, you can tell by how he playing. He don't want to be in Portland. Pull up the stats from when he was with the Suns.
Okay,
when he was with the Suns. Chime in about Ayton.
What year do you want?
Go to the Suns. Any Suns year. His last Suns year. The last year of the Suns. Any Suns year.
2020?
I guess any year of the Suns.
2021, because that was when the Bucks and the Suns were. No. When is that?
21.
Yeah, the year they went to the finals.
No, okay, 21-22, I think it is, right? Okay.
No, I think it's 2021. That year they went to
2021. You're right. Okay, so jump shots.
Why he looking that up? Go ahead, Ticket.
42%
hold up.
on 74 from 176 attempts.
What's the alley-oop? What's everything? Give all the context like you did.
Alley-oops, 88 out of he made 74 out of 88, but we're only a third of the way into the season. So.
All right, man. Ayton more talented than all them folks y'all named.
Yeah, of course.
I
agree with that.
Now, as far as like when you're talking about who need to be on the Hawks, you gotta kind of like what I said when I first started cooking Mac. It's about
that was nasty. That's a lot.
It's hey.
It was burnt. It was burnt. But go ahead.
He's trying to say it so calmly too. He's trying to.
It was burnt.
Hey, Ticket ain't gonna let you lay that down, Matt. You better get a rematch. You better spin the block, Matt. You better spin the block.
That's all I told Matt. Matt, you didn't do that in college. There ain't no way you graduated from UNC with that type of preparation that you put for.
Put it down. I'm listening.
Hey, but not in my opening statement. You know, one of the things I mentioned was take your feelings about how you feel about a player, whether you like them or not. Throw that out the window when you like evaluating some of these guys, and really just look at the numbers and the facts on whether you feel like, on whether you think they'll be an asset to the team or upgrade. Like y'all know I love Clint, but I've said plenty of times, I think everybody in here can vouch for me, I'll trade his ass in a minute if I feel like it's an upgrade.
Yeah, you've said that.
I've said that plenty of times. Ayton? Hell yeah, I trade Clint for Ayton.
I don't know. Did anybody say we wouldn't trade him for Ayton?
Hey, now I'm just saying he's
gonna trade Clint for Ayton. Mikey,
the fan base will trade Clint for anything right now.
I'm saying I'll trade the whole center position on the team for Ayton. I was just talking about Clint, so I didn't seem biased.
No,
I'll trade all of them. Hey, the whole center position can go.
Zeller, Nance, Okongwu, Capella. There we go.
You trade all of them.
Why does a 7'1" center take more jump shots than
man?
I had to put up.
Who's 7-1?
Cause that's his game, man. That's his game.
8-7-1.
That's his game.
Yeah.
Wait, let me find it.
Probably should go ahead and get him, man.
Bro, Aiden check all the boxes. Some people just
I'm
don't
just
like
saying,
him.
bro. The only reason why
I know Mike got that.
He make too much, bro. I think he make too much, and unfortunately,
he make too much.
He's the oldest person on his team.
The reason he make that money is because he wanted to leave Phoenix. So Indiana, because Phoenix told Aiden they was not gonna max him out. They told him that. Indiana gave him the max. He told Phoenix, don't match it. They matched the shit anyway.
Yeah. Hey, because the thing is, Atlanta was rumored to go after him, but Atlanta didn't want to pay the max. Atlanta was like, they'll take him with because Indiana
threw that offer sheet because they didn't want nobody else to get him. So they maxed him out. Phoenix said they wasn't gonna do it. And
Damon, let me ask you this, Damon.
What up?
When Trae Young made All NBA, who was the starting center?
Wasn't it
was it Collins or was it Capella?
No, it was Capella. Collins ain't never started center. Capella was the starting center.
Clint was there by then.
Because Trae made All NBA in 21, right?
21.
Yeah.
Hold on. What I mean, not All NBA. What year did he start as an All-Star starter? Wasn't that the second season?
Who you talking about?
Trae Young?
Trae Young, yeah.
Starter?
Yeah,
second All-Star starter.
He got injuries though, right?
Yeah, he started. Yeah,
he got that from the injuries though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No. He won it through the vote. He was a starter.
Oh yeah, didn't they change the vote?
Oh yeah, he had Dwayne. It was Dwayne Dedman and Alex Lynn. It was Alex Lynn and Dwayne Dedman.
Yeah.
With Trae Young missing the John Collins on this team. I ain't saying they got to be John. I'm just saying let me finish. John Collins was automatic from mid-range. And that took a lot of pressure off of a lot of other facets of the offense. So when we not making threes and shit, when we go into these cold spells, because Quinn want us to shoot 53s a game, but
that's where you gotta stop at.
We in the bottom part, bottom half of the league in 3-point shooting. It's good to be able to turn to somebody like, say, a Gallo in the post or a John Collins when he was used correctly.
But that's my little argument back towards that is that I believe that's more so Quinn rationale. Quinn want pressure at the rim, layups, lobs, or threes. He doesn't necessarily want the in between. Even if JC was here, I don't think Quinn will lean on his mid range because, bro, I believe that Dre is just as automatic.
That's why, and you know what? When Mike said that, when Mike says that, I want you to go watch Quinn coach in the playoffs, and then you wonder why they don't win.
Yeah, I think I would.
He had in the playoffs.
I don't disagree with you, Ticket. I'm just saying that Quinn is the coach.
I see what you're saying. You saying you're rebuttaling with philosophy. I get it.
Yeah, they could not score the basketball, and then that's why Jason Kidd flexed on it and made him bench Rudy Gobert.
See, the thing that I like about Joe Mazzulla, he likes shooting 1,000 threes a game as well, but he's okay with KP getting on the block and getting the bucket or two when he's healthy.
And they also
we don't have a player on the roster that can do that.
If KP got hurt, they can.
He got Horford.
Al Horford, or they got.
No, I said we don't have a big on the roster that can do that.
They got the other.
We don't have a big on the roster that can post up.
That's why I said somebody like Aiden. Somebody like somebody like Aiden will check a lot of boxes for this.
Wait.
Hey, John Collins' issue was, I ain't gonna lie, y'all talking about post game. All he had was a pick and pop or pick and alley-oop. His back to the basket. When I watched him try to back down Jimmy, I know Jimmy Butler's a good defender, but my God, when he got manhandled by Jimmy Butler trying to post him up, I was fucking done.
With John Collins,
but his face up.
Down Derek White.
John Collins is only taller than Butler. John Collins not a heavy
He's not
guy.
bigger than Jimmy Butler.
No, I know, but I'm saying he also has no post move.
The only reason I brought up John Collins.
But remember though, we was running heavy pick and roll, so it fit John Collins perfectly. He was athletic. He could roll hard, dunk, or he could just.
But you do know.
We don't have that now.
Yeah, but once
everybody knows
what's
going to happen,
saying.
they want to pick and roll with Clint Capella.
But Demond, we're trying to move away.
What I'm saying is that Ayton will be an upgrade over that because Ayton got a post move.
Pony in this league when the pony that you present on the floor is not at least top 8 in the league.
Bro, let me tell you something. If Quinn Snyder had a big in Utah who could actually shoot the ball, they might have won some playoff games. But he go in there, every center he got is a non-scorer. That's why he get waxed in the playoff because the game slow down, bro.
But is it his fault though? That's how the roster is constructed. When you get the team, I ain't gonna say that's what he prefer.
I don't think there's that many two-way centers in the league.
Bruh,
so let
me tell you something. You know what the Hawks, Quinn Snyder team, and Utah Quinn Snyder team got in common ticket?
What?
Gobert and Clint.
They
can't score the ball.
But but what I'm saying, Demond, I don't think that's something he preferred. That's just what he inherited. Because like the Capella, he inherited Quinn Snyder. He inherited that team.
I ain't buying that for Clint.
Quinn Snyder inherited Clint Capella. He didn't go get him. Just like Utah, he inherited Rudy Gobert. Yeah, he was already there.
He drafted Gobert.
That's not an excuse. Now Gobert, I give you. But that's not an excuse.
Yes, he was. Look it up. He got drafted.
Quinn got there when in 2000 what?
Quinn got there with Donovan Mitchell. With Donovan Mitchell rookie season. I think it was Donovan Mitchell rookie season.
And then Gobert was the same season after Mitchell, right?
They drafted him. I think he was there.
Drafted,
I think it was Derek Favors first, and then it was Gobert, then it was Mitchell.
Right, Gobert was there when they drafted Gobert when
I think so.
When Quinn was there, he drafted him.
Hey, that's a second round steal though. That was a second round steal. That's not really a bad pickup.
All I'm saying is this: I'll give you that. He inherited Clint Capella. I'll give you that. Okay.
I ain't giving him that because Quinn a damn executive.
Well, what I'm saying is this, Ticket. What I'm saying is this. Quinn Snyder, in my opinion, the reason he can't win in the playoff is because his center position is always the weakness of his team.
No, I agree. I'm fine with that, Demar. All I'm saying is that I'm not gonna give Quinn Snyder an out, especially in Atlanta. When he got hired, his title was executive, meaning he can make some decisions on personnel.
Well, I'm gonna
this is third
season. But Gerald, you gotta have somebody willing to trade. I don't know what type of power
he got within the
right. I mean, he ain't found nobody to move right now. There's nobody. The only person I would move for is DeAndre Ayton. There ain't no other center out there right now.
Gerald, I can't just give you something. You gotta want it.
And then Demar, here's another thing. Here's another rebuttal. And then Mike, you can go. The other thing is this: when Quinn Snyder signed with the Hawks, he knew Clint Capella was here. It ain't no damn inherited. He chose to inherit the shit.
He do. Because I talked to
I'm confused on what you're saying though. That's the center he got.
I'm saying you can't use he inherited.
He can't find another better center.
Ticket.
Like there ain't a better center we can get right now.
Hey, Ticket.
Yeah.
When Quinn took over the team, I talked to Nate McMillan. Nate told me, he told that nigga Quinn, don't do that shit, bro. He told, don't take this shit, bro.
Hey, one thing.
Hey.
Go ahead, Mike. What's up? My bad, man.
The one thing, like when you was talking about the game slowing down and like the playoffs and postseason and stuff, it don't necessarily have to be a big or something like that. It just normally it's a big. But the main thing that it is that when a game get like that, you do need somebody who can score from the post. But what I'm saying, it don't necessarily have to be the big per se. I don't know. Maybe JJ can develop because he do have that body or whatever. But you do have to have somebody on the floor.
You're right, Mike. It's prime example. When you go back to the conference final run, you know who that guy was? It was Gallo.
Yeah, Gallo.
Yeah.
We don't have nobody right now. If that 3 ball now falling, you could throw it to nobody.
Hey, you can have Dyson.
Hey, I'm being funny.
Hook shot.
I'm being funny when I say this, y'all. Hey, y'all remember when we had Dwayne Dedman as a starting center?
Man, listen.
Hey, what you think he'll look like on this team Because at least he was hitting threes.
To be a beast.
Hey, I'm about to say, right? I was about to say we can find something even like that almost.
And you know what? And you know
Because
what?
he was rim running and he was shooting threes.
That was Trey Boy too.
Said you know when we let because Travis Link let Deadman walk because he didn't want to pay him. He went to I can't remember who he went, I think it was Sacramento.
I think Orlando.
When he got paid, right? Do you know Trae Young came out and said, "Hey, I want Deadman back on the team. He was the locker room vet and all this other shit. That's why we brought him back. But Deadman was cooking.
Yeah, he was trash. He was trash.
Listen, he's not an all-star.
Yeah, he went to Orlando.
He's limited. He's
not an all-star. Yeah, he did what we needed him to do.
Demar, so hold on. I just want to talk close the book on Aiden.
Oh, that's
games
never close to me, ever.
Games played. His first year, he played 71 games. His second year, 38. His third year, 69, 58, 67, 55. He's played 28 games so far this year.
Okay,
so
how many games Double O missed this year?
Well, hold on. If the problem with Double O,
how many games
if the problem with Double O is availability, why would you get another guy that's more expensive that's just as unavailable?
How many games you arguing? Availability.
Because he's better, right?
I'm just saying availability.
How many games has Double O missed this year, Matt?
What, 3, 4?
Okay,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
How many games did Double O
miss? 4-game miss.
How about
he just missed 4 games recently.
Matt line. How many games did Double O miss last year, Matt?
I'm about to pull it up. Hold on.
Down there had a season.
Last year, what he miss? 25 games.
He ain't never played. He never played 65 games. He never played 65 games in a year yet.
And he talk about
he ain't played over 65.
Man, y'all tripping. The DeAndre Ayton better than anything we got since
Okongwu would have missed 9 games.
2000. Who we had 2000?
Okongwu would have missed 9 games so far.
How many he missed last year? So he's
29.
missed 9 out of 40, basically.
Yeah.
How many he missed last year?
He missed 20. He missed 25.
I've heard multiple people who covers the league or whatever just like speak as if they don't know about Double O. Basically, they just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a shoulder shrug, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And look, Matt goes so like strongly like defending this guy and making it seem like I don't know, bro. I really don't.
When he starts,
he's part of that Jalen Johnson crew.
The numbers do not lie.
Him, Jalen Johnson, are best friends.
The team is solid. We're a very good team when he starts.
When he starts,
bruh,
the numbers do not lie.
Matt,
those 8 games, Matt.
I'm just saying. If it was so easy, Mike, why Clint Capella don't average 16 points a game?
If he's so good, why he ain't starting more than 8 games?
But I'm saying 8 games though,
I can't get into the politics. I don't know why.
Matt, but for real though, bro. For real. Like completely like 100. Coming off the bench, as is in Double O's role, it's trash that he only averages about 10 points, man.
Fact.
But you gotta look, but Mike, you gotta look at first of all, we all been talking all season about how terrible the backup point guard position is. So think how many alley-oops do he get when he get in the game? Not that many, right?
That's how he got to score.
Okay, so no. I'm just saying the 10 points that he scores.
Mike, he baby food. Mike, it's Gerber baby. It's Gerber baby.
That's what he needs to learn, right? That's what it sounds like.
Gerber baby.
No. I'm saying the 10 points that he scores per game, that's without any assistance.
Bullshit.
Okay?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So how many alley-oops
all
do he catch?
All them points are assisted.
How many alley-oops?
Matt, you
how
know
many alley-oops do he catch?
Why you trying to run that?
All them points he scores assisted, bro.
How many alley-oops?
Man, he turn around. Guess what? He catch and turn around and float it over. That's it, bro.
Baby, like you say.
No. How many alley-oops? How many alley-oops do he catch per game?
Alley-oops, baby food, bro.
Yeah. How many alley-oops?
He don't get a lot because he ain't 7 feet.
Okay, exactly. He don't get a lot, so he scores predominantly by himself.
No, he does not, bro. Just because he don't get an alley hoop does not mean he scored by himself. Now you're making up stuff, man. The man catch the ball and he throw up a little right hand hook and he make the right hand hook off an assist.
It doesn't matter.
That's not creating for yourself. That's not creating for yourself. That is not posting up, making a move to the basket and laying it up. That is a catch and lay.
No, it doesn't have to.
Matt don't play basketball. Matt does not play basketball, bro.
No. It doesn't have to fit your preference of self-creation, but that is self-created.
That's not self-creation, bro.
It is self-created.
It's all right. Hey, Dad.
How can something be self-creation? Someone has to give you back the ball.
What's up, man?
It's self-position. All right, we'll. That's a middle ground.
It's not where he catches the ball because he can still miss the hook.
I guess everybody that scores is self-creation. When he catch that oop, that's a self-created play because he had to catch it himself. What are you talking about?
You catch and shoot a three. It's self-created because you had
self-creation, right?
I had.
Hey, so I want to hear. Hey, Mike, look, I don't want to hear nobody crying. Trey don't get no assist because he self-created that shot, bro.
You said he catches the ball and makes a move. It goes up. No, that's self-created.
He catches the ball. He do what Capella do.
That's not an alley. No, he doesn't.
3 licks coming. We'll take that.
Hey, man. Hey, Demond. That's crazy. So Capella averaged more points than Okongwu off his own self-creation.
No, an alley-oop is not self-creation.
But I see Capella get a lot of hooks.
Bro,
Capella do a lot of right hooks.
Capella does not get a lot of hooks per game. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he do.
So when Clint get thrown the ball, and it's not an alley-oop, but he get thrown the ball, and he turns and do his little
hook shot.
Yes, he corrected that.
That's the self-creation.
I don't understand, man. I don't understand. How can you get an assist?
He don't play basketball. He don't play basketball, bro.
They change how they count assists. So like before, assist would be if you gave somebody the ball and they score immediately. Now, without a dribble, now they include dribbles. If I give Mike the ball at the top of the key and he make a move and get all the way to the rim and score, that's an assist for me. Although I didn't directly,
but that's not self-creation.
Hold on, time. You didn't have a dribble in the assist or whatever, bro. It wasn't automatically not an assist because the player took a dribble, Matt.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking self-creation. I'm talking about continuation. They count that as an assist now. Multiple dribbles, they count that as an assist now. If I give you the ball and you score,
you got fouled and you scored, and one.
That's an assist. That's considered an assist. And if I give you the ball from the top of the key, or if I give you the ball and you take multiple dribbles to finish, that's an assist. It shouldn't be though, but they can consider that an assist.
And man, they came with stats for you, man. Thank you for
that. Double O assist.
Thank you.
Field goal assisted.
Matt, what are you saying right now?
I'm saying that Okongwu does not score by alley-oops. He scores 10 points without alley-oops. If he got 3 or 4 more alley-oops per game, he would score even more.
If he got more baby food.
Okay, baby.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just he already did 78%. Matt. Hey, Demond, listen to this though. Listen to this. Double O averages 10 points, and he gets assisted on 78% of 10 points. And Matt saying he need more baby food. That's what you said.
I'm saying if he got alley-oops, he would score even more.
More baby food.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I just need you to hit it. Can I get that one time, Matt?
Listen.
Can I get that Gerber? Can I get that one time? That Double O was a Gerber baby. Can I get that one time?
I mean, he needs to be more of a Gerber baby 50% of the time.
Is he a Gerber baby? No, I need you to say Okongwu is a Gerber baby.
He's not a Gerber baby.
No, because that's Matt line. That's Matt line for everybody. I'm
trying to use his logic.
It's 79%.
No. It's not a Demond. It's not a Gerber baby because Capella is a Gerber baby because he primarily scores almost exclusively off of alley-oops.
But 78% of his points are.
But I just told you what's considered an assist versus what's not considered an assist. So I'm saying Okongwu, yes, it's technically.
Hey, what is wrong with this man?
It's technically an assist, but it's not an alley-oop.
You wrong.
I'm gonna tell you something. Now you know your little assist line.
You're wrong.
You know I don't believe that, right?
Bro,
what?
Well, if your points come off assists, you're not a creator. You're a finisher.
I don't believe that.
If I give you the ball at the elbow and you take a one-on-one ISO shot, that's an assist. That's
Okongwu doesn't do that
because you did.
Okongwu doesn't do that.
Position. I'm not talking about. Hold on, Dan. I'm not talking. I'm just telling you what is considered an assist. That's considered an assist. Although I did not give you the ball.
Okay, so what does Matt? What does Okongwu do? What Okongwu do?
Numbers.
Okongwu, when he gets the ball, he makes a move, and he either shoots a hook, or he shoots a three, or he shoots it straight up, right? Face up shot.
So somebody threw him the ball,
cool,
right?
Because it's the way that it's the way that assists are categorized.
Somebody threw him the ball, right?
As opposed to Okongwu,
I'm not discussing.
As opposed to Capella.
Finisher just showed you the numbers.
But
literally
Mike,
1% less than Clint Capella.
Mike, I understand that. I'm telling you the way that assists are counted contributes to that number. And you can look at how they play. It's two different styles.
Matt, if the way the assists are counted is done the way you're talking about, that means Trae Young wouldn't have 20 point assist games because the points Okongwu scored when he catch and turn and flip the ball up, they wouldn't count that as an assist. That'd be a self-created shot. That's not an assist. But Trae gets an assist on that, so that means it can't be self-created, buddy. So you're wrong. It's not self-creation if you catch the ball and you flip it up.
It's
not self-creation.
He's trying to say.
He's trying to say they changed the rules to sit there and say that.
I think
he's trying to, but it's never been that. It's never been that.
That's exactly what Matt's saying. That they changed the rules.
No.
They changed it years. They changed it a couple years ago.
I think Matt's trying to say that like you can throw the ball to Okongwu and he can potentially get you a bucket. But the thing is, he's not good at it. Like you're not gonna throw. Like he's a backup. Like y'all went from arguing G leaguers the other day to arguing two dudes that should be backups in the NBA. I don't understand.
To be fair,
that's Kool-Aid bullshit.
Like man,
hey, you know something, Demond? I'm about ready to see what Dominic Barlow got to offer. Let's see what Dominic Barlow got to offer, man. He got more up from what I've seen. He got more upside than Okongwu. He's 21. I like his game better than his.
This is what I said. Damn, I said this at the beginning of the season, right? I said the Hawks are going to try to move Capella. If they move Capella, we're gonna see that Barlow kid. He can play. I think he got like 40 games left to play in Atlanta on that two-way. They're gonna save him for after that All-Star break, and if they get off Capella, that's the key. But you know what I agree with, Dan? Barlow's a better offensive player than Clint and Double O. He can shoot at all levels already.
Man, people think I'm crazy about it, but he like a little poor managed JJ.
Hey, I seen him.
You just
I seen him play with San Antonio last year when he was getting some minutes. He was decent in San Antonio when he was getting some minutes, bro.
What is his true height? What is his height?
In my opinion, Matt gonna be mad. Matt gonna be mad, but Barlow, without a doubt, in my opinion, even though I'm saying without a doubt, has a foundation and mold that is better than Double O. That I am more intrigued about. I know you'll be mad about that jump, but I am more intrigued about the foundation and mold of what Barlow has. It's a matter of developing and what he can do and see what he can do. But like just look at
can I get in?
Go ahead,
Joe. What up?
Okay. So going back to Capella and Double O, we should have, for whatever reason, Trae has this trust or this bond with Capella. And the Hawks have been on the decline ever since we got Capella as far as, scoring down low. John Collins was really great with Trae until Capella got here. And Capella got all Trae's attention pretty much. And then they relegated JC to be shooting threes in the corner. We were offensively, Trae and JC worked great. And for whatever reason, Trae was like, JC, I like Capella more. Capella has digressed these past 4 years. It's been like terrible on his decline. I feel like Double O should have, if we were going to have Double O start, He should have started last year, or really like 2 years ago. But if Capella is not going to help us on the offensive end, which we know he can't, and then double O, whenever he gets consistent, he gets injured, and then that knocks off his flow. I say trade both of them and then go with the kid that y'all just talked about, because I really haven't seen him play. I would start him and maybe give a Gay or Gooey, however you say his name. I want to see him. Yeah, I want to see him get some shine too.
I
didn't say start, but I think
he don't need to play at all.
I'm a Moji fan. I'm a big Moji fan, right?
But he needs time.
Listen, keep his ass at College Park.
In the G League, yep.
I'm confused.
I'm gonna tell you why, Trinity. I'd rather have a guy like Moji playing every day in College Park than coming up getting DP, sitting on the bench for no reason at all. Let him stay down there, keep playing. Now, I will say this: once we get 60 games in, right, and depending on which way we're going, I could see him getting some burn. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Quinn Snyder don't get down like that, bro. What I will say about Quinn Snyder, he does want to win games. That's why he plays certain guys. That was the issue.
Bring Barlow up, man.
That was the issue he had in Utah. But I'm praying that Clint is gone at the deadline. So and another thing in Barlow's favor, Larry Nance hurt. So I mean, it's gonna be you trade Clint is double O than Barlow.
But here's the thing, though.
How much can Clint go is if we bring in a center back. If we're not bringing a center back,
But see, the reason I say that is because, and Mike and them, they'll tell you, I didn't think we was winning nothing anyway. I said this is a developmental year. Okay, now we getting some wins. That's cool. That's cool, right? But this is really a developmental year. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna add salary to the deadline for this team to get better. Okay, I like the direction we headed in. Okay, it looked like we have a plan that's going on. I can't believe I'm giving Landry some credit here. Look like we have a direction. Let's stick with that direction. Get off Clint. Play the young kid Barlow. See what you got with Barlow. At the end, because he only on a two-way.
How much money do we have tied into Clint and Double O? How much money are we tied up?
But right now, by the time it'll be like 11, and then you got 16 million, and that contract just started. So you got 4 years left on Conwood, about 16 million. Clint is expiring this year.
So pretty much we got really two tradable contracts, right? Because 0016, that's tradable.
Well, it depends. Listen,
Okongu is our new DeAndre Hunter, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real, Trinity. Outside, and it's gonna piggyback on what Mike said earlier. Outside of We Talk Hawks and Hawk fans on Twitter, don't nobody know who the hell 00 is, bro.
That's not true. That's not true. Milwaukee don't have
Mike. Hey, Mike. That boy Onyeka Okongu, watch, is about to be the next DeAndre Hunter contract that we can't get rid of. And wait, let me finish. I like DeAndre Hunter. I don't think Okongu gonna recoup. I don't think Okongu gonna recoup his value.
I'm about to say, I don't see him recouping his value. How is a $16 million contract not a movable contract?
Wait, we ain't got no starting center, and he gonna be forced to start, and he ain't gonna give you nothing.
No,
that's a bad contract, and ain't nobody gonna want him.
He's starting because he's
good.
If
we move on from he's forced to start. Nobody's forced to start because everybody else on the roster is in center position. If they move Capella, if they move Matt, if they move Capella, we got 3 centers, 6'8" on the roster. He's just happened to be the one upside that they view is the better option to go with. That's the only reason he's gonna start, bro.
But I'm saying if they want a center, they can easily trade for one. If they want a different type of center, they can easily trade for one.
What center can they trade for?
Guys, now here's one suggestion that I would like. I would love to get a Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner would fit really good with Trey. I think that he would provide veteran leadership, which we don't have. I think he would work really well with this team.
Larry Nance up there, he the vet.
Miles Turner trash, man.
I like Miles Turner. I would start Miles Turner.
Hold on.
Hey, fella, but I'm about to end the show, man. It's about to be 2 hours. I'm about to end the show, man. Hey, salute to everybody who tapped in. Salute to Matt and Ticket with the debate. And listen, anybody who want to debate, man, just let us know. We'll set it up, man. We'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, add me to the debate tomorrow, man. I'm trying.
You got to find somebody to debate, Jay.
I'm gonna debate Mike.
What?
Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, Mike got called out. Okay.
I'm about to say, like, what? It is what it is. What up?
Jay, you on Twitter?
Nah, I ain't on Twitter.
You got to get on Twitter so you can get in our chat, bro.
All right, I'll make one just so I can.
It's just easy to set stuff like that through the chat. But
hey, me and Mike are gonna debate how dumb Hawks fans are.
You said how dumb?
We gonna talk about Matt on that thing, boy. That self-created shot.
Matt to come in here and just make like. Let me tell y'all, man. When you talking to Matt, you gotta pay attention because he will make shit up on the spot, bro.
Dude, the nigga said
no. What?
How?
Yes, Jay. If I give you the ball, at the rim as an alley-oop, that's the difference between me giving you the ball and you attacking the closeout. Those are two different assists. They're categorized as both as assists, but they're two different type of assists. So I'm saying a combo scores with the ladder. If I have to attack a closeout, I am creating an opportunity at the rim. I have to get past a guy.
It's very simple. If I have to pass you the ball to score, you finish the play. You didn't create anything. You just finished.
So hold on, wait. So every single that could be every single.
All right, let's go. That's what we not arguing this. We're not arguing.
Hey, I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, gang. And we up out of here, man. Y'all stay up.
All right, be easy, folks.
Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow at the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trade up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring them. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow at the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Vic got that vision.